WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out.
This is WON Brooklyn.
Beautiful spring day here at All-American Park as we welcome you to WON Sports coverage of White Sox baseball. Spring training action between the New York White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels. Good afternoon, everybody. This is yours truly, Rios, bringing you the call of today's gamecast contest. A spring training game and the Cactus League action continues, and our countdown to MLB The Show 20 continues as well. And here come the defending champion New York White Sox onto the field, getting set for this spring training matchup. Yesterday they beat the Cubs 5-2, and now they're back home taking on the Angels. As your lineup: W.O.N, Guerrero, Bagwell, Trout, Carter, Diaz, Bohr, Simmons, and Kozar. And on the mound for the New York White Sox this afternoon is Bartolo Colon. So far in the spring, he's pitched in one game. His ERA is solid at 0.00, 3 innings pitched, only 4 hits surrendered, no walks, and 1 strikeout. So he gets the call this afternoon to pitch against the mighty Angels of Los Angeles, Anaheim. And while he finishes up his warm-up tosses, let's take a look at the defense for the New York White Sox. A little bit more different than the last game cast we did. You got Suzuki, Griffey, and Jackson. The infield's Mcgriff, Hernandez, Larkin, and Boggs. And catching the balls and strikes is Jason Giambi. Another great crowd on hand on a beautiful afternoon for baseball, much better than it was Sunday afternoon. Ryan Braun will be leading off here for the Angels.
Number 8,
Bartolo is set, and the pitch by Big Sexy is a strike, 0-1. First pitch this afternoon, 1:05 Pacific time. 10th season of New York baseball, New York White Sox baseball, and our 10th season covering on WON, and a ground ball base hit up the middle to left center field. So Braun is on with the first hit of the ball game to kick off this spring training contest in the Cactus League.
batting second, the right fielder.
Good piece hitting by Braun.
Guerrero.
I think a lot of people are surprised he was let go of Milwaukee. Of course, that could change once we get the MLB 20 game. Here's Vladimir Guerrero. And he takes a strike. He was let go by the Metropolis Expos, surprisingly. So far in the spring, 267, 2 home runs, and 4 runs batted in with 1 stolen base. And the pitch on the way out in front on that swing, 0-2. The infield is in, the outfield is very deep. 0-2 on the way. We'll do it again, foul ball. 0-2 again. Another foul ball straight back. This is one hitter you don't want to face, folks. He is a dangerous hitter. Again, the 0-2, another ripping foul. Again, the 0-2, strike 3 right down the pipe. And Vladimir knew it. He's out. He'll grab some bench, and there's your first out of the ball game. Here's Jeff Bagwell hitting a 269 with 1 home run and 3 runs batted in and 1 stolen base. A great addition to this ball club. No question about it. First pitch on the way. Ripped to left field. He's on with a hit. So first and second occupied and 1 down, and the Angels have something cooking here in the first inning of play. Here it is, that hot shot. Man, he could really hit the ball. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. One of the many legends in this game. Here is Mike Trout. No question, one of the best players in baseball, hitting a 273. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. Stolen base 1 in the spring. It's going to be a lifelong Angel for the rest of his career. Ground ball right to second. They could get 2 here, and they do! Double play! Side retired. Couple of men stranded, 2 hits, no runs. Angels nothing, Sox coming to bat. Well, what a tremendous double play turn by Keith Hernandez. Get the Sox out the jam. Here's the lineup for the Sox. Larkin, Hernandez, Mcgriff, Jackson, Griffey Jr., Parker, Suzuki, Boggs, and Giambi. And on the mound for the Angels is Bert Blyleven. Must be a younger version because we got one on our staff too. Nevertheless, he's been in 2 starts. He's 0-1 so far in the spring. ERA of 2.45. Let's take a look at the Angels' defense. Presented by Majestic Athletics, as always. In the outfield, you have Mike Trout. You also have Vladimir Guerrero and Brian Braun. In the infield, Simmons, Diaz, Bagwell, and Kozar. And catching the balls and strikes, the former Sox, Gary Carter. Shadows starting to creep in here at All-American Park, the spring training facility of the New York White Sox. And here comes Barry Larkin batting in the number 1 slot here this afternoon, hitting at .250 so far this spring with 1 home run and 1 run batted in. No score here in the bottom of the first. The Angels threatened, but the double play killed them. First pitch by Blyleven, ripped down the left field line toward the corner. That's going to be a base hit. Let's see if Larkin will go for 2. He does. And we'll get there standing with a leadoff double to begin the first inning of play. Well, he needed that. He's been struggling in the spring. Obviously, that average doesn't tell you, but
Hernandez.
pretty good hitting. Larkin liked what he did just now. So Larkin's on with a leadoff hit. A man's in scoring position for the Sox for Keith Hernandez. Batting in the number 2 slot. Pitch. And now you know why. A gapper into right center field. That'll fall in for a base hit. In to score is Larkin. Hernandez the second. He's got himself a stand-up RBI double, and the Sox have a 1-0 lead. And now you know why the Sox put him in the number 2 slot. He is such a solid contact hitter. Drove a gapper into right center and drove Barry in to score. So 2 consecutive doubles will bring up Fred Mcgriff with 1 on and nobody out and a run in. Rip foul, strike 1. Man's to second base, that's Hernandez. Mcgriff has been red hot, that's why he's in the lineup. It's going to be very interesting to see what they'll do with him after spring training. He has been superb batting and defensively. And a drive the other way. The left field, way back are the outfielders looking up. It's gone. So long, farewell. A 2-run home run by Fred Mcgriff. His 7th of the spring. And the Sox have a 3-0 lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Mr. Fred Mcgriff, this bud's for you. Hernandez giving Mcgriff a glad hand reception. Boy, he hit that ball the other way. I didn't think that ball was going to get out of here. It did. Just got over the fence in left field. Nothing that Bagwell could do but just sit and watch. So a 2-run home run, 3 runs in, and that'll bring up Reggie Jackson. Still nobody out here in the first inning. And Reggie went too far. Didn't matter. It's a strike, 0-1. Reggie this spring hitting at .419 with 4 home runs and 10 runs batted in. Burt trying to get the first out of this ball game for the Angels. He won't. Base hit in the left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Reggie on his way to second. He'll get there with a stand-up double. The hit parade continues. Man's at second, still nobody out.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, Ken.
And I'll tell you, if Burt continues to surrender these base hits, he's not going to be in this game too much longer. It may be a spring training game, but spring training can tell you a lot about a player, especially if they struggle. And Burt is struggling in the first inning. Here is Ken Griffey Jr. hitting at .281 with 4 home runs and 9 runs batted in so far in the spring. Dave Parker is on deck, as you saw. Sox trying to cash in more runs here. They already got 3 in this inning. Reggie at second, nobody out. That's pulled to right field. Down the line, toward the corner, it's gone. So long, farewell for Ken Griffey Jr. A 2-run shot puts the Sox now on top 5-0. For Ken Griffey, that's his 5th home run of the spring. Could be his 6th. We'll check the stats later on. Nevertheless, it's a 2-run homer for Ken Griffey Jr. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Ken Griffey Jr., this bud's for you. That ball was gone the moment. The only question was it going to be fair or foul? It's hooked fair. And it's 2 more runs for the Sox. And here's Dave Parker. And still nobody out in the first. Chopper foul, strike 1, near the Sox dugout. Parker this spring hitting at .556 with no home runs and 4 runs batted in. So, Sox trying to get him some work. He's being in the DH hole here today. The 0-1. On the ground to short. Second to second baseman's got it. And for the first time, the Sox have an out. The Angels collect an out by the Sox. In this inning, an RBI double by Keith Hernandez and 2 2-run shots. One by Mcgriff and one by Griffey Jr. Here's Ichiro Suzuki hitting at .273. 1 home run and 4 runs batted in so far this spring. 5 runs in, bases empty, 1 down. Leibleven trying to get the elusive 2 outs to end his first inning. There's a fly ball to right center field. Coming on is the center fielder, and he makes the basket catch. Nice play there by Mike Trout. 2 down.
Batting 8th, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
So 2 down here in the first inning of play is Wade Boggs hitting at .313 with 1 home run and 1 run batted in so far this spring. Number 26 at the plate. 5 runs in, nobody out. Actually 2 outs and nobody on base. As Boggs lines one to right field, that could be problems. It is going to be off the top of the wall. A line drive bullet. Off the bat of Wade Boggs, he'll settle for a long single. So the inning continues. So does the hit parade.
Giambi.
Another great piece of hitting by Wade there. So, now bring up Jason Giambi. Playing catcher here this afternoon. An unusual role, but that's what he's doing. And a line drive, that's a foul ball. Giambi averaged at 1,000. He hit a home run yesterday and a home run a day before yesterday. He stands in with an RBI chance, possibly. The man's at first, 2 outs. And there's one deep to right field. He's done it again, folks. The Giambino crushes one. So long, farewell, another 2-run shot. That's the 3rd 2-run home run in this inning. It belongs to the Giambino, his 3rd of the year. And the Sox have put up a 7th spot here in the first inning. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Jason Giambi, this bud's for you. The only question was it going to be fair or foul? Man, oh man, alive, he really tattooed it. It stayed fair, apparently. Although it landed foul, but it passed the foul pole for it to be fair. And that's it for Bert. He's out the game. So Jamie Barrera will come in to try to get that elusive 3rd out to hopefully get his club back in the game offensively. And when you look at the lineup that the Angels have, that is a good possibility. So we now go to the top of the order for Barry Larkin.
Number 4, shortstop, Barry.
Fouled away, strike 1. 3 2-run home runs in this inning alone. 1 by Mcgriff, 1 by Griffey Jr., and 1 by Giambi. Along with the Keith Hernandez RBI double. Those have been your tally, 7 runs. And that's ripped down the left field line, and Larkin is on with another base hit. His 2nd double of this inning alone. And the hit parade continues for the Sox with still only 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
Well, these Sox can hit, eh, folks? We're only in the first inning, and here is Keith Hernandez, who drove in the first run of the game with an RBI double. The pitch on the way. Line to right field. This could be problems. Right fielder cannot get it. In to score is Larkin. Another RBI double for Hernandez. It's 8-0 New York.
The batter. The second
Almost a
baseman.
repeat of the last at bat in this inning.
Mcgriff.
An RBI double for Keith Hernandez with Larkin at first. And the Angels still can't get that third inning out. That third out, I should say. Here's Mcgriff, who hit a 2-run home run to left field his last time up in this inning alone. Line foul, strike one. Well, Barrera's got the tough task of trying to get that third out in this inning. We're only in the first. And the Sox have put up an 8th spot and are threatening for a little bit more. Seems like we've seen this type of setup before, folks. The 0-1. Ripped down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. In to score is Hernandez. Mcgriff marching on his way to second. Will he be there? Yes, he will be. It's a 9-0 Sox lead.
The right fielder, number 44.
Fred Mcgriff with an RBI double, his third RBI driven in this contest this afternoon. And the Sox are a run away from hitting 10 runs in this inning. Here's Reggie Jackson, who had a double his last time up. RBI chance here for Mr. October. The pitch by Barrera. Here she goes to right. Way back. Goodbye, baseball. So long, farewell. Mr. October destroys one. Another 2-run home run. The Sox have put up an 11th spot here in the first inning on Jackson's 5th home run of the spring. And the New York White Sox have an 11-0 lead against the Angels. And a game that's already gotten out of hand has got more out of hand. Fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Reggie Jackson, this bud's for you. My goodness, what a show the Sox offense are putting on here at All-American Park.
The center fielder.
That is 4 2-run home runs in this inning alone. And we're not even out of the first. Here's Ken Griffey Jr. My, oh my. Griffey with a 2-run homer his last time up. He rips one foul, strike one. Boy, these Sox hitters are sitting on every pitch the Angels pitching is throwing them. Seems like there's no what's coming. No relation to what happened in Houston. The 0-1. High fly ball, well hit to right field. Back is the right fielder, going back at the wall, makes the catch. And this inning is over. But not before the Sox put up an 11th spot in one inning. The first inning. And at the end of one, it's 11-0 Sox.
Leading off for the Angels, the catcher, number 8.
Gary Carter, the batter, hitting a .227, 1 home run and 5 runs batted in. Former Sox at the plate now. Base is empty, 2 outs, fouls it away, strike one. One moment, folks, I have to pause this. What? Huh? 9:42. It'll be an 0-1 to Carter. The pitch on the way. Fouled away. Strike 2. The pitch. Strike 3. Nasty pitch by Bartolo. There's one down.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Aledmus Diaz.
Here's Diaz, who pops it up, foul ground. The first baseman's got it. That's Keith Hernandez, out number 2.
The designated hitter, Justin Bohr.
Here's Justin Bohr hitting at .333, no home runs, 2 runs batted in. He has been a pillar of strength for this ball club. Foul back, strike 1. The 0-1 underway. Fly ball into dead center field. Going back is Ichiro. Going back, still going back, still going back. It's off the top of the wall and gone. Justin Bohr with a literal wall scraping home run. A solo home run. It ends the shutout and puts the Angels within 10. It's 11-1, Sox lead. Well, how about that? Ichiro tried. I don't think he timed this jump very properly. I thought that ball was going to stay in the yard. I think he did too. But man, he was way late on jumping. That ball hit off the top of the wall and it bounced out for a home run. And the Angels on the board for the first time this afternoon. Here's Simmons, who flies this one to left field. Can of corn for the left fielder. And he's got it. Out number 3. But not before Justin Bohr takes Bartolo Colon downtown. In the middle of the second, it's 11-0 Sox lead. Dave Parker, the batter, hitting at .500 with no home runs and 4 runs batted. And grounded up his first time up back in the first inning. The only Sox to not have a base hit. First pitch of the inning, and a drive to right center field. Way back, way back. Goodbye. So long, farewell, Dave Parker. Parks one over the scoreboard, and way out of the stadium, a solo home run. Spring training home run number 1, and it's a 12-1 Sox lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Dave Parker, this bud's for you. We got to get a look at where that ball landed again. That ball was destroyed. Parker knew it, so did everybody else. That thing hit the scoreboard and went near that hot dog stand and right. That is a crush job. Here's Ichiro. Now the only Sox not to have a base hit, and that's him. Hopes to change that with one swing. He does, base hit in the right field. So every White Sox hitter has a base hit this afternoon.
Now batting, the third baseman.
That is good piece of hitting. Here's Wade Boggs. 11-run lead for the Sox. Into dead center field, back is Trout. Still going back, but it's gone. Another 2-run homer for the Sox. They have teed off against the Angels pitching this afternoon and extend their lead to 14-1. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Wade Boggs, this bud's for you. Well, it's spring training baseball. You're going to get this kind of stuff, folks. But I don't think any of us thought it would be a performance like this. Boy, the Angels are just getting tattooed all over the ballpark here today. Here's Jason Giambi, who homered his last time up.
Now batting,
An absolute bomb to right field. Rips one, foul, strike one. Giambi 1 for 1, as we told you, with his third home run of the spring. He's driven in 4 RBIs. All the home runs have been solo shots, by the way. Well, actually, this one, the one he hit, was a 2-run shot his last time up. Line down the right field line, foul. Yeah, his last time up with his third home run of the year, and it was a 2-run shot. That's why he has 4 RBIs. Oh, 2. Ground ball toward the shift. Right there is the second baseman who boots it and will not get Giambi. That's an error.
The batter, number 4.
So the sluggy performance of the Angels continues to really put a damper on this contest. Again, it's spring training, but boy, you would think you would play like it was the regular season game. The Sox are playing that way. You would think the Angels would do that. Unfortunately, in this contest, they're not. Here's Barry Larkin with a couple of doubles to left field his last time up. And he does one again to left field. Will it carry? The answer is no. It'll be a base hit. Didn't carry over the fence, but it doesn't matter. Larkin's got his 3rd double in this contest. And it sets up a 2nd and 3rd situation. Holy cow, what a shot. He missed a 2-run home run by a couple of feet. That pitch was right down Broadway. Well, the man could really hit, can't he, folks? Here's a guy that can hit. He's got 2 doubles today, both RBI doubles. And that is Keith Hernandez with 2nd and 3rd. And he hits another drive to right field. This will be extra bases. It'll be gone. A 3-run homer for Keith Hernandez. And the route is on, folks. It is 17-1. And for Keith Hernandez, that is spring training home run number 1. Have a day, Keith. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Keith Hernandez, this bunch for you. If this team is going to look like this in 2020, look out American League. Look out baseball. That was a frozen rope to right. A 17-1 lead, and we're only in the 2nd, folks. Whoa.
The batter, the second baseman.
Here's Fred Mcgriff, and he fouls it back, strike 1. He was jumping all over that one, folks. Oh, mercy. Fred 2 for 2 today with a home run and a double. 3 RBIs driven in. The 0-1 underway. That's pulled to right field. That's trouble. Way back it'll go, and it's gone. Another home run for Fred Mcgriff. His 2nd of the afternoon. And it's an 18-1 Sox lead. And I'll tell you, Fred Osmus, the Angel manager, cannot be happy right now. His team is absolutely getting tattooed here at All-American Park. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Fred Mcgriff, this bud's for you. My, oh my. And now bring up Reggie Jackson with a 2-run home run his last time up, and hits another frozen rope to right, but right there's the right fielder, Guerrero, for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ken.
18-1 Sox lead.
Jr.
Couple of home runs in this contest. Same story in this inning alone, and we're only in the 2nd inning. One out delivery and a foul ball. Boy, he missed that one. He'd like to get that one back. Strike 1. Oh, 1 underway. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Oh, 2. Into right center field. Way back are the outfielders. Still going back, and they can't get to it. Another long double for Griffey Jr. He's on, and the inning continues with 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dave Parker.
Well, there's no question we're going to see mass substitutions before this game is not too much longer. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of backups for the Sox here today, but man, they are just teeing off on the baseball. Here's Dave Parker, who in this inning alone hit a home run. Man's the second, one down. Into right center field, will it fall in? The answer is no. It's out number 2 as it's caught by Trout. I know, Ma.
Up next for Chicago, the left fielder, Ichiro.
2 outs, man's at second base for Ichiro Suzuki. Into right field, that's problems. And that'll score Griffey easily as Ichiro's got himself an RBI double, and it's a 19-1 Sox lead. Just wave the white flag right now. In spring training, these games don't count, but man, the Angels are getting torched here. And when you see the lineup, you would say to yourself, how can that even be? Well, the pitching has been atrocious. Here's Wade Boggs with a man at second and 2 outs. That's gone. Way back into right field. The Sox have to put up 20 runs and more in this contest. So long farewell for Wade Boggs. Another 2-run home run, and Barrera is absolutely disgusted. It's a 21-1 Sox lead, a 20-run lead, folks. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run, Wade Boggs? This bud's for you. And you got to wonder how much longer the pitcher of the Angels is going to stay in this game. You could see he's beside himself. And I know it's spring training, but if you're giving home runs like this, you should not be in this game. Giambi just bid for his second home run and missed it wide right. Swing and a miss, swing and a foul ball, strike 1. My oh my, a 21-1 lead. The 0-1. Fouled away, we'll do it again. 0-2 is the count now on Giambi. Blowouts I never like, folks. Because it makes the game boring. It doesn't matter if it's real or video game. Blowouts are not good for baseball. Not good for any sport, but baseball especially. As Giambi rips one down to right field line, but foul. Remains 0-2. Pitch. On the ground, right to first, side retire, but a thumping of the Sox continues. Actually, thumping of the Angels, you should say. The Sox put up a ton. They're up 21-1 at the end of 2. Zach Cozart, the batter, 192 average, 1 home run, 2 runs batted in.
Third baseman, number 7, Zach Cozart.
And he fouls it back, strike 1. Well, if you were looking for a slugfest for the Angels, even though it's early, it's been a disappointing start to this contest for this team. A team which is well improved, but I know it's spring training, but man, they don't look like an improved team, do they? Popped up in the center field. Coming on is Suzuki. Ichiro makes the catch. 1 down. Well, our next spring training game will be Friday afternoon at 1, where Milwaukee comes in. We'll have it here on Channel 9, 1 p.m. First of all, we hope will be many spring training gamecasts on W.O.N Channel 9 Sports. Ryan Braun pokes one into left field. Coming on is the left fielder. He's got it for out number 2. Oh my, is that Ichiro in left field? So who the hell was at center field? Holy cow, I made a mistake. I thought Ichiro was in center. Apparently I'm wrong. Here's Vladimir Guerrero, who lines one. Holy cow, what a play by the first baseman Hernandez, side retired. Middle to third, 21-1 Sox lead.
Your attention, please.
Alex Meyer will be the pitcher now, and not a moment too soon. This is his 6th appearance. He's been in 5. And the batter's Barry Larkin hitting at 348 with 1 home run and 1 run batted in. 3 doubles and 3 runs.
Shortstop, Barry Larkin.
A pop-up into right field. Coming on is the right fielder. Guerrero's got it. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman, Keith.
Here's Keith Hernandez, who's had himself quite an afternoon. 3 for 3 with a home run, 2 doubles, and 5 runs batted in so far in the spring. Magnificent performance so far. And he'll be 4 for 4 with a base hit the other way to left center field. He's got himself his 3rd double of the contest. Holy cow, what a performance by Hernandez. He's on with a double.
Now batting, the second baseman, Fred Mcgriff.
Magnificent performance. 4 for 4. Could be his last at bat of the contest. We shall see. Here's Fred Mcgriff. And that is gone. Forget about this one. How far and where will it land? Way up there in the seats. So long, farewell for Fred Mcgriff. Another 2-run home run. And it's a 23-1 Sox lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run? Hey, Fred Mcgriff, this bud's for you. What a show he's put on here this afternoon. Wow. I mean, what more can you say about that home run? Now that'll bring up Reggie Jackson. A 23-1 Sox lead in a spring training game. Ain't that amazing? Reggie hits one through the hole, base hit in the right field. And that'll bring up Griffey Jr. 1 out, nobody on, 1 man on base. The infield will definitely be in for a potential double play situation, and obviously then, of course, the outfield will be deep because Ken Griffey is a power hitter. Speaking of Ken, here he is. 1 out, couple of runs in, and a man at first. That's ripped to right, but again, a call for Guerrero. He's there for out number 2.
The batter, the designated hitter.
So the batter now
Parker.
Will be Dave Parker. 1 for 3 here today. A solo home run back in the 2nd inning. Man's at first. The infield is in. The outfield is normal. Very deep, I should say. And there's a drive into right field. It'll be way back and it'll be way gone. Another 2-run home run. So long, farewell. Dave Parker goes deep for the 2nd time today. 25-1 Sox. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Dave Parker, this bud's for you. This is a record-setting day for this Sox offense. No doubt about this one, only how far. Man, he hit that one well. Here's Suzuki. Ichiro Suzuki at the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. A ton of runs in once again in the 3rd inning in a row. Into right center field. This should be out number 3, and it will be as it's caught by Mike Trout. Side retired, but again, as the story goes, it's the same story. Ton of runs in. End of 3. 25-1. Sox lead. Well, Jeff Bagwell will be the batter, and boy, the Angels are desperate to try to make this a game. It may be a spring training game, but obviously you want your offensive power hitters to get some work in and do some damage. And instead is a fly ball into left field. Coming on is Ichiro. He's under this one. He'll put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, the batter, 261 average. And takes a strike, 0-1. Do it again, 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Bartolo looks sharp here this afternoon. Ahead of Trout, 0-2, and a fly ball foul. We'll do it again. Well, you get the feeling both teams want to get this game over with. I mean, it's become that much. When you're up by only 24 runs, you know, you want to wave. You want to have a mercy rule. I don't think Major League Baseball is going to do that anytime soon for a spring training game, but when it's a blowout like this, you hope there was. You wish there was. That ball is caught by Reggie for out number 2.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
Here's Gary Carter. Into center field, cannon corn by the center fielder. Inning over. Ken Griffey Jr. playing center field at the middle of the 4th. 25-1, Sox lead. Felix Pena will try to keep the Sox off the board once again.
64.
Out of the bullpen he comes for the Angels, and that'll bring up Wade Boggs.
Leading off for the White Sox, the third baseman.
Boggs with a couple of hits here and there, including a 2-run homer earlier today. And another drive into right field. That ball won't be caught. It is off the top of the wall. Boggs on his way to second. Guerrero's got a tremendous arm, but is cut off. Another double for the White Sox, this time for Wade Boggs. So the hit parade continues even into the 4th inning. Here's Giambi. Fouled away, strike 1. Next spring training Sox gamecast will be Friday afternoon at 1 against Milwaukee here at All-American Park. We'll have it for you on W.O.N Channel 9 YouTube. 0-1. Fouled away. And the ball boy will go and retrieve that baseball. 0-2 is the count. 25-1 Sox lead. And the pitch coming, and a rip down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball. In to score is the runner, and it's 26-1.
The batter, number 4.
Wade Boggs came in to score, so Giambi drives in another RBI. Larkin to right center field. Will it fall in? The answer is no, as Trout makes the catch. 1 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
Here's Keith Hernandez, 4 for 4 here today with a home run and 3 runs batted in, including 5 runs batted in, as I just said. And the pitch on the way. He'll be a perfect 5 for 5 if it dunks in, and it does! A diving attempt missed by Trout. It's a single for Hernandez. He's perfect 5 for 5.
The batter,
wow.
The second baseman, Fred.
And undoubtedly, you know he's going to be taken out of this game after that one. Well, the hit parade is on. What can the pitching coach do? Really nothing. I mean, and here is Fred Mcgriff, who's had himself quite an afternoon. His last at-bat, bye-bye. A no-doubter shot in the right field. And when he hits the ball that high and that far, you know he hit it good. So here he is with a chance to really open the floodgates. First and second and 1 out. 26-1 Sox lead here in the 4th. The pitch on the way. And there's a strike, 0-1. Spring training is a blowout, but boy, there's a lot of excitement here because they want Mcgriff to do more damage. The 0-1. There she goes again. Have a day, Mcgriff. So long, farewell. 3-run shot. And it's 29-1 Sox lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Fred Mcgriff, we have a whole case of buzz for you. What an afternoon. He looks like he's season mode ready, folks. This ball was tattooed, and it was long gone. My, oh my. Imagine how many home runs he'll hit at Old Yankee Stadium. Look at that swing. That pitch was right in his happy zone. And the Sox, well, here's Reggie Jackson. The Sox, I mean, my goodness, they're one run away from getting 31s. Unbelievable. As Jackson hits another base hit to right. Majority of these players in the lineup for the Sox today are backups, and they're doing so much damage. Unbelievable.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Ken Griffey Jr. batting at .306 with 5 home runs, 11 runs batted in. There it is. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's going to be fair, it's going to be gone. And the Sox surpassed 30 runs in one game. A 2-run homer for Ken Griffey, his second of the afternoon. And it's 31-1 Sox. Holy cow. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Ken Griffey Jr., this budge for you. My, oh my, what a show this offense is putting on this afternoon. A line drive smoker. Now here's Dave Parker.
Up next for Chicago, the designated hitter, Dave.
There's another line drive to right field. That ball is going to be over the fence for another home run for Mr. Dave Parker. And it's now 32-1. And for Parker, that's his 3rd home run of the afternoon. Wow. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Dave Parker, this bud's for you. Holy cow. Oh, holy cow. Boy, oh boy. Here's Ichiro.
Now batting, left fielder, Ichiro.
To right field, down the line, base hit. Ichiro on his way to second. Speed against the arm, and Ichiro wins with speed. And there's still only one out here in the 4th inning. Unbelievable.
Wade.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, folks. This is a blowout, but I certainly hope regular season is not like this. I mean, this is the spring training, but geez, my goodness. Ridiculous. Here's Boggs. Strike 1 on the foul ball. You can probably tell that I'm totally bored by this blowout, and you can't blame me, but I tell you what, we're seeing some records here broken, but man, 32-1 in a video game. I don't care if it's against the CPU. This is ridiculous. Another drive to right field. Guerrero on his horse, looking up, cannot get it. Ichiro on his way to 3rd, Boggs on his way to 2nd. It's a double.
Now batting, catcher.
I mean, the Angels, to me, they just seem like they're just giving up. They're showing no effort. The pitching has been atrocious. The offense has been non-existent. I mean, this is a Major League Baseball team. Come on. Maybe they should change the uniform. Here's Giambi. 2nd and 3rd occupied. 1 down. Fouled away, strike 1. Giambi today, a home run, a single, and RBIs, 3 of them driven in. The 0-1. Ripped down the line, but right at the first baseman. A run will score. They'll get the out at second. It's 33-1 Sox.
The batter, number 4, shortstop.
Ichiro comes in to score after that ground out.
Larkin.
Good grab there by Jeff Bagwell. Now bring up Barry Larkin. The 0-1 on the way. Into center field. Trout is there. Side retired. But the Sox put up a ton once again. And at the end of 4, it's the Sox 33 and the Angels 1. Diaz will be batting. He popped out back in the second inning.
The second baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
And he flies this one to center. Coming on is Griffey Jr. He makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter, Justin Bohr.
Nice basket catch by the kid. Coming up, Justin Bohr with a wall-scraping home run earlier today, and he fouls the first pitch away, out of play, strike 1. He tried to bash a home run just now on that swing. He's behind now 0-2. Hit pitch by Cologne. Another foul ball. Well, Boyd reminds you a little bit of Adam Dunn. Big power hitter, big man, big driving force. You just hope he don't strike out at an alarming rate like Dunn. 0-2. Another foul ball. We'll do it again. Oh, 2. Another foul ball. Another souvenir for a fan. Again, the 0-2. Line right to the first baseman, Hernandez. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Well, here's Simmons. And a pop-up down the left field line. Hooking to the corner for Ichiro, who's got it side retired. No hits, no runs. We're halfway through, middle of the 5th. It's the Sox 33 and the Angels 1. We're now going to pause for station identification.
This is WON Brooklyn.
Carlton Fisk calls all my pitches. Even this one for these washable, durable White Sox placemats from your hometown Pizza Hut restaurants. Oh, yeah. Just order any Pizza Hut pizza and get a set of 2 White Sox placemats for just 89 cents. There are 4 White Sox placemats in all, and they're available only at your hometown Pizza Hut restaurants. Hey, what's that? Fork ball. Fork ball? I don't even have a fork ball. Where'd you learn to catch?
Don't you hate it when you go to answer the phone and you've just missed the call? All you get is that eeet. Well, with return call, if you don't make it to the phone on time, it's okay.
Hello?
It remembers the last number that called you and automatically calls it back. But now let's say the phone rings and you don't want to be interrupted. But what if it's an important call? With caller ID, you can silently screen your calls.
Barbara, you okay?
Honey, it's time.
I'll never get home in time. Start breathing. I'll call Kate.
Call waiting lets important calls get through. It's the most popular Bell Atlantic IQ service. Call now for call waiting.
Mike.
Barbara just went into labor.
Okay, I'll pick her up and meet you at the hospital. Let me get back to you, Mary.
Be there for the people who count on you. Call now for call waiting, caller ID, and return call. There's no service connection charge.
Kate. Yeah, we did just try to call.
Call 1-800-272-1006 now for IQ services, and the service connection is free.
Dylan Peters, once again with the task of trying to keep the Sox off the scoreboard. The Sox have scored in every inning from the 1st to the 4th. We're now in the 5th inning of play. And
Leading off for the White Sox, the first baseman, Keith.
after a 5-for-5 day, Don Mattingly will come in to pitch it for Keith Hernandez, who finishes his afternoon a perfect 5-for-5. Well deserved, and here comes Mattingly. And a pitch by Peters on its way, lifted down the left field line, hooking to the corner, and a foul ball, strike one. The 0-1. On the ground to second. A line drive catch apparently, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Fred Mcgriff.
So, they'll bring up Fred Mcgriff. What a game he's had today. This is his last home run. No doubt about it. This offense is setting records, and Mcgriff is part of it. Tell Mcgriff's stats in a moment if we have a chance. Perfect 5 for 5 this afternoon. And a fly ball to left center field. His perfect day will end. Trout going back, makes the catch for out number 2. He missed it and he knows it.
Fielder number 44, Reggie Jackson.
Bring up Reggie Jackson. 4 for 5 with a home run, a double, and 2 singles. Sunglasses Reggie in full effect. Pitch by Peters. Fly ball to right. Guerrero is there. Inning over, and for the first time this afternoon, the Sox do not score. At the end of 5, it's the Sox 11 and the Angels 1.
Your attention, please.
Don Mattingly will take over for Keith Hernandez playing first base. So Hernandez's day is over. There's no action in the Sox bullpen as we speak right now. Zach Cozart, 0 for 1 this afternoon, is at the plate.
The third baseman, number 7.
And he flies this one into right center field. Coming on is Ken Griffey Jr. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 6th.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun, the batter. Strike 1. And a line drive, play by Boggs, to throw to first in time for 2 outs in the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Vladimir Guerrero, the batter, hitting at 250 with 2 home runs and 4 runs batted in. He fouls that one away, strike 1. Fly ball to right, can or call for Reggie. Doesn't have to move that much, but he's moving again because that ball is carrying in right field. There's out number 3 recorded, side retired. No hits, no runs. We have played 5 1/2, 33-1, Sox lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Nick Tropino will come in to pitch for the Angels here this afternoon. His task, keep the Sox off the board. Peters was the only guy to do that in the last inning. He has to do it again. Ken Griffey tomahawked one to right field his last time up, which helped the Sox surpass 30 runs in one game. 6th inning, bases empty, start of the 6th. Chopper to the second baseman. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Dave Parker, a 3 home run day today. 3 home runs, 4 runs batted in, and he's part of the 3 runs. This could be number 4, and it will be. No doubt about this one. So long, farewell. Hello, Dave Parker. You got yourself a 4 home run performance. Holy cow, what a performance. And it's a 34-1 Sox lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run? Hey, Dave Parker, this bud's for you. Have a day. Give him a whole case. The moment it left the bat, you knew it was gone. Oh, mercy, what a shot. Here it is on replay. No doubt about that one. So here's Ichiro.
Up next for Chicago.
One out, bases empty, 34-1 Sox lead. Ichiro and Larkin, the only two Sox to not have a home run in this contest. Ground ball to first, and there are 2 outs.
He's out.
The batter, the third baseman.
Here's Wade Boggs with 2 home runs and 2 doubles and a single. Perfect 5-for-5 here today. And he's perfect 6-for-6 with a base hit to right. What a day for Wade Boggs.
The batter, the catcher.
These Sox continue to hit the ball very well. Here's Giambi. Two-out delivery, ground ball to first, base hit. Past the dive of the first baseman, and the Giambino's got himself another base hit. And again, the Sox are threatening with 2 on and 2 outs.
Batter number 4, shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Here's Barry Larkin, who rips one but foul. Him and Ichiro are the only Sox to not hit a home run. Of course, Mattingly, who came in late, is also part of that list, but the original 9, only 2, Ichiro and Larkin, have not hit a home run in this contest. Rip foul, we'll do it again. Up the middle, off the pitcher into right. The second baseman plays it and gets the outside retired. So the Angels only surrender 1 run. Could have been more than that, but the deflection helped end that rally. At the end of the 6th, it's 34-1 Sox lead. Well, Bartolo Colon is still on the mound for the Sox. He's only surrendered 3 hits
Please.
and 1 run.
Hitting for the Angels, number 17, Shohei
Ohtani will come in now to pitch hit. Pitcher and batter, one of the greats so far. Obviously had Tommy John surgery, but obviously the Angels look for a lot out of him as he flies it to right field. Reggie is there, makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mike Trout. Your attention, please.
Here's Justin
For the
Upton.
Angels,
Pitch hitting.
number 9, Justin.
Trying to do something for the club. Make them look good. There's a fly ball into center field. And deep center field, and that ball is gone. So Justin Upton does something to make himself look good and puts the second run on the board for the Angels. It is 34-2. Second home run surrendered by Bartolo Colon this afternoon. But with a large lead like this, no harm, no foul.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Here's David Fletcher.
Pitch hitting, David Fletcher.
Fouls it away, strike 1. Average for Fletcher, 211, no home runs and 1 run batted in. And a shallow pop fly to right center coming on his Griffey. He's got it. 4 out number 2 here in the 7th.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman, Aledmus Diaz.
Diaz the batter. 231 average. Well, that is what's gone on here today for the Angels. I mean, holy cow, you talk about a nightmarish performance. It's just not been a very good performance at all for the Angels, especially in spring training today. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. Strike taken, 0-2. And a line drive to left center. Can of corn for Griffey Jr., you would hope. He misplayed it for a moment, and he got it. Inning over. Ooh. He was playing with fire. Time to stretch. It is 34-2. Sox lead.
This change defensively for the Angels. Now playing center field. Number 9, Justin Upton. Now pitching for the Angels. Number 67, Taylor Cole. Now catching, number 10, Yan Gomes.
So as you can see, we have some mass substitutions for the Sox, well, actually mostly for the Angels here today. And rightfully so. If your starting 9 can't hit the ball for their life, you might as well put some backups. Here's Don Mattingly. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, 34-2, Sox lead. Into right center field, that will be problems. But it'll be caught by the center fielder. In for Mike Trout this afternoon, and Mattingly's 0 for 2 this afternoon, so he's out.
Mcgriff.
And here's Fred Mcgriff. 5 for 6 this afternoon. Hits one on the ground, base hit. That's his 6th hit of the ball game. How about that? Oh, this is his last at bat. He'll finish 6 for 7. Here's Reggie Jackson. Jackson today 4 for 6. And that's going to be a double play ball. Inning over. At the end of 7, it's the Sox 34 and the Angels 2. We're now going to pause for station identification.
Do you know what it's like to walk out onto the fresh-cut grass at Yankee Stadium the morning before the game? Now you do. Adidas Aftershave and Cologne. The essence of sports.
This is WON Brooklyn.
There's something that belongs to you, and another 10 million New Yorkers too. We do more than turn a paper out. We're what New York is all about. You can't live without it, so read all about it in the paper that belongs to you. New York's hometown paper, the one to choose is the Daily New York hometown paper.
Cologne is still in the ball game, so it looks like he's going for the complete game. He'll face Justin Bohr to begin the 8th inning of play, and Bohr pops it up behind the plate. Giambi. You hope we can get to this one. Did he? He did. Holy cow, he almost dropped the ball. Well, the starter comparison where there's no comparing, because Bartolo Colon is going all the way, while Bert Blyleven couldn't even get out the first inning. Here's Simmons. There's a strike, 0-1. Oh, 2 now. Bartello so far so good here in the 8th inning of work, and there's a fly ball to left field. That's going to be problems. Ichiro will give it a look. It's gone. Simmons with a 3rd solo home run for the Angels. They're now down 34-3. And for Simmons, that's his 2nd spring training home run.
Next for the Angels, the 3rd baseman, Zach Cozart.
Line drive, foul ball, strike 1. And a fly ball to left center field. Right there is Griffey Jr. He got it. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun. Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Angels, number 44, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith will now Kevin Smith will now pitch hit. Fly ball into left, that's gone. And that's the 4th home run surrendered by Bartello. And it now makes it a 30-run ball game. (34-4) is the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Pinch hitting, Michael Hermosillo.
So now you have to question how long will Bartello stay in this game. Fly ball into right center. That ball is carrying away from Griffey, away from him. He still runs it down. And the inning's over. But a couple of runs score, middle of the inning, 34-4 is the score.
And please, this change defensively for the Angels. Now playing left field, number 44, Kevin Smith. Now in right field, number 21, Michael Hermosillo. Now pitching for the Angels.
Well, we got a new pitcher, J.C. Ramirez will now come in.
Ramirez. Leading off for the White Sox, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
There's the strike, 0-1. Ken Griffey Jr. Three for 6 here this afternoon. Into right center field. That'll be caught. And he'll finish 3 for 7.
Now batting, the designated
well, one
hitter.
thing's for certain, I know most of you fans are. Blowouts are not fun. Not in real games, not in video games at all. But listen, game's almost done, but there's so much to evaluate. Obviously, the Sox offense, and Dave Parker, who's had himself quite a game. You have to consider he's got to be in the running to make the backup squad of this club and be in the majors and play in the Bronx starting in April. Is this number 5? High drive into right field, and folks, he's hit 5 in one game. So long, farewell, Dave Parker. Give him a high five. A 5-home run performance. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Dave Parker, we got a whole case of buds for you. Holy cow. Well, spring training is nothing to get excited about, but it's a pretty good accomplishment, although it won't count in the real stats because of the spring. But what a performance. And look at the fans are giving him a standing ovation in a spring training game. How about that? Remarkable. Here is now Ichiro.
Left fielder, Ichiro.
Chopper toward the hole. Diving stop of the second baseman will not get Suzuki. He's in there for a double. Make it a single. What am I saying? Double. He's in there for a single. And it's a one-out single. And now bring up Wade Boggs. A perfect 6 for 6. A 6-hit game for Boggs. Looking for hit number 7. Ground ball, and he'll get his 7th hit of the ball game. How about that? Wade Boggs, a perfect 7 for 7 this afternoon. And the hit parade in the inning continues.
Giambi.
I'll tell you what, the Angels will be very happy to get the hell out of this ballpark after today. Holy cow. These two will face each other again Saturday afternoon at the Angels spring training facility. Another diving stop by the second baseman to get the out at second and get the out at first. Holy cow. Hang a gold star on that one. End of 8, 35-4. Sox lead the Angels. Well, Bartolo Colon will try to close things out, have a complete game performance despite surrendering 4 solo home runs, but with this lead, no harm, no foul. There's a base hit in the right center. 35-4. Spring training, no harm, no foul.
The center fielder, number 9.
Here's Justin Upton, who hit a bomb to left to dead center field his last time up in the 7th inning. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. The pitch on the way, fly ball on the right. Can of corn for Jackson. He's under this one, makes the catch for out number 1. Throw to first, not in time.
Now batting.
So 1 down, the Sox are 2 outs away from improving their spring training record to 9-0. Here's Yan Gomes. The infield is in, the outfield's normal. There's a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
0-1. This could be 2. This could end the game. There's the play at second. The throw to first. Not in time. The inning and the game continues.
Now batting.
They do get that lead runner at second base. Good play by Mattingly. You had to get the out at second. No question about it. So that'll bring up the final hope for the Angels. Diaz, who was flown out in the 7th. He is 0 for 3 today. Fly ball down the right field line. Hooking to the corner for Jackson. It's a foul ball, strike 1. The 0-1. Strike taken, and now the Angels are down to their final strike. Nothing in 2 on Diaz. Colon set at the belt with a man at first, 2 outs. And the pitch. Popped them up. The Giambino is there. Did he get it? He did. This game's over. The Sox win it. 35-4. And Bartolo Colon throws a complete game performance in a spring training game. The offense of this club, top to bottom, incredible. And the Sox win it, improve their record in the spring to 9-0. We will see you Friday afternoon at 1 as the Sox take on Milwaukee right back here at All-American Ballpark. This is yours truly, John Rios, saying so long from Arizona. Final score, 35-4, Sox win.
This is WON Brooklyn.